You like TV? I like TV.
I do like TV.
I watch TV. And today we're going to destroy TV.
Okay.
That's right, kids. Destroy All Movies has a another little fun podcast. Destroy All TV.
Coming at
Destroy
you
All
from
Television.
Damn Junior Podcast.
Could be classic TV. Could be new TV. You never know. You never know what we're going to throw at you.
Mostly,
So
mostly classic TV, especially bad classic TV, which is almost all of classic television.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
For real.
Destroy All Television. Damn show.
Yes, kids, destroy all television. Get it at damnshow.co, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and everywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm getting lag.
Are you?
Are you?
None here.
You look good. You're not lagging. Your video's not lagging or anything.
Yep.
Although
you
you're
guys.
sitting like a statue.
I'm leaning back.
Yeah, now you're moving
your hands
around.
It's like a statue.
Move your head. Let us know you're alive.
All right, let's start this bullshit.
Hey, welcome to Destroy All Movies. What up, people? What's going on? What you doing? Who fucking cares?
Oh boy.
Anyway, I'm Richie. What's up?
I'm Jim.
Ken?
Carl.
Hey, everybody's back today.
Hey, what are we talking about this week?
Empire Strikes Back, another Star Wars
Revisit.
revisit.
Star Wars, whatever.
Whatever we're doing, we're not almost done. I was like, oh, we're almost done. We got one more. We got
No, we got a lot more.
we got four more to do.
Yeah.
Or more, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about our rewatch of Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
The latest Falcon and Winter Soldier.
All right.
And of course,
we'll
I don't know
touch
about
on-
you guys, but Richie and I have both seen Godzilla versus Kong, or Kong versus Godzilla.
Yes, I watched that as
You
well.
watched-
Yeah, we'll touch on that for 30 seconds because you can't do a whole show on that crap.
There's no point.
Oh, we can, but man, it won't be worth it.
Yeah, right. We can, but you'll be bored. Even more bored than you normally are.
Well, roll into what we're watching because I'm watching the 4th season of The Great Pottery Throwdown.
All right, I'm out. Guys.
All right.
Kenny,
That was the show.
they
Yeah.
they did a bubble where they were all there for 9 weeks together in the same house.
Whoa. NBA style.
Yeah.
Look at that. NBA pandemic all in the same bubble.
They changed the host, and the dude that was the guy who ran the kiln
Mhm.
is now a judge.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
he moved up.
Yeah, he got promoted.
So the host, is he also from a previous show?
No,
by chance, or?
she, and I'm not sure where she's from,
Oh, okay.
but
Yep.
it was something else. It was pretty emotional. My wife cried at the end.
Wait, you watched the whole season since our last show?
Oh yeah.
Holy crap. That's a lot. Dude, that's a lot.
Oh, a couple a night. What are you? 2 to
It's
3
funny,
a
you-
night.
So this kept you more kept your interest more than the Snyder cut?
Yeah. Yeah. I've had enough of the Snyder cut. I had enough of it halfway through watching it. Well, a third of the way through watching it.
Yeah, dozing off on
Me too.
rewatches. But the Pottery Throwdown keeps your attention. So that just goes to show you the last show for Snyder cut really did help everyone understand that it's not really worth watching it.
No. I understand some people like it. Good on them.
Yep.
I think it's trash. It's a garbage movie. Richie, you can talk
Fuck
now.
that movie. Fuck. Just whatever with that movie. It should have just been called Wait for Superman.
Yeah.
Justice League, Wait for Superman.
Yeah.
So,
But we talked
Anyway,
about it on the last show.
yeah. So, you're watching the stupid fucking pottery, which you shouldn't tell people that, Jim. There's certain things you don't tell people. That's one thing.
I know.
Hey, I got to catch up to him. I'm only on the first season.
Ken, you're another one. Please don't tell people.
Sorry, was I off mute? I was off mute. Sorry.
Carl, for the love of God, are you watching anything good? If you tell me you watch The View, it's still better than that fucking.
No. I'm sorry.
I just finished The Serpent. It's a show on Netflix.
Oh, I just downloaded that. Yep.
Only 8 episodes is done. And it's pretty good. Not
Yeah.
great, but it was good.
I remember
It's a true
Serpentor.
story. No, it's a true story about this dude in the 70s who was drugging and killing hippies and stealing their jewels and money and stuff.
Hippies have jewels?
Couple did. It's good. It was really well acted. And
Who was in it? Who's the star? Nobody?
I have no idea their names.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're all European.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
They half speak French, half English. It's
Yeah.
set in Thailand.
I remember
Okay.
Serpentor.
So it's super
Wasn't
good.
he a character on G.I. Joe? Wasn't he one of the Cobras? Serpentor.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or big cobra head. Oh, Kenny, you watching anything?
So I finished up the third season of Ozark. That was a
Right.
rewatch just to catch up on that.
Got Jason Bateman in that.
Yeah, and it's so funny.
Some Jason Bateman.
Yep. I just watched the first episode of Thunder Force.
Thunder Force. That sounds good. What is that?
Thunder Force. That's with Jason Bateman. He's in it.
Where he plays Jason Bateman.
I know what it is. It's
Yeah.
that one with
Kathy. McCarthy. McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. Yes, Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Davis.
Yeah,
Octavia.
Spencer.
Hmm.
Octavia Spencer.
Octavia Spencer, right? And they are the world is being or maybe the town that they're in, Chicago, are under threat of these superhumans, and they these two women who are best friends in college get together later in life and become part of this system called Thunder Force by injecting themselves with serum to become invisible and have super strength.
So they basically, Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer become superheroes.
First
Yep.
episode in, so that's where I'm at, and that's the end of the first episode is where they both have a superpower. Octavia just turns invisible, and Melissa McCarthy is like super strength, like she's like Superman, but she doesn't fly. Sorry, she's not like Superman. She's got super strength, but
No heat vision, no cold breath.
not yet. I'm
Oh,
imagining that the villain is called Laser, and the villain is nice.
Richie sneaking back to get drink delivered by his wife.
Oh, nice.
Whiskey
Is that
time.
what you were texting?
Yes.
Oh,
said,
I
could you
was
please
wondering
bring me-
why you were so concentrating on your phone.
I said, could you please
You
bring
know
me
he
a whiskey?
was.
Yes.
Oh
so
yeah. That's great. So the villain is Mantis from the Avengers. Palm. I don't know her last name. Palm Comer Graf.
So from Guardians.
I'm sorry, Guardians. Right,
Yeah.
Guardians. So yep. So far, it's okay. Typical, slapstick comedy. Tiny bit of action, but Jason Bateman plays a character called the Crab, and he's got crab claws for hands and arms. He's got crab arms and hands, so it's pretty funny.
But he acts like Jason Bateman.
Exactly.
Still doesn't change that.
He's still
just
Jason Bateman.
like Richie says. Yeah, motherfucking Jason Bateman.
When I want Jason Bateman, I get Jason Bateman. Have you guys? Well, I know Jim has, but have you two seen Bad Words?
No.
Jason Bateman at his best.
About
the
a
most
spelling
Jason
bee.
Bateman ever. He's really good. I thought of one where he's a little different though. Dodgeball, where he's the announcer.
Still Jason Bateman. Come on,
Come
Jason
on.
But he's playing all kind of stony and stuff.
still Jason Bateman.
I'll have to check out Bad Words.
Holy dude, you can't watch it around your kids.
Okay.
It's
That's
fucked
right in
up.
the title.
Yeah.
Right.
The title gives it away that it might
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the. It's fucking funny from,
All right.
It's funny.
from Go. I can't even tell you lines because it'll just give it away. You rewind it and you laugh so much. Me and my wife fucking watched that movie like 3 times in a row because she could not stop laughing. She was like, "That is so fucked up. Why would you say that?" I'm like, "That's so fucking funny."
To kids.
Yeah, to kids, exactly.
Oh, geez. All right. I'll check it out.
Oh my god.
He enters a child spelling bee as an adult.
Yeah, as
He
an
finds
adult.
a loophole.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just like Air Bud. There was no rule against the dog
Oh,
playing
yeah,
basketball.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
So, what was that?
And the other thing I just started was just Ted Lasso on. I'm on episode 1.
Finally.
Oh, so good.
Eddie.
It's the
So far, so
we're
good.
gonna rewatch.
yeah.
I've been watching that documentary on the royal family on Netflix.
Ugh,
What's it called?
I'm not watching that. I don't know.
It's
I don't
pretty
know.
interesting, actually, because a lot of stuff that and again, you got to take it for what it is. Maybe they're spinning it that they're not so bad,
Right.
but it was pretty interesting. On thank fucking God, I'm not a royal. I couldn't do that shit. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm good. You're gonna be king. I'm like, probably not. Too much of an asshole. So I gotta go.
I'll pass.
Yeah, I'll pass. Yeah. Give it to that fucking stuttering prick. He can do it.
Well, that guy is dead, dude.
I know. Give it a fucking stuttering John over there.
Well, let's talk a little about Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh, I'm also watching The Godfather,
sorry.
and The Godfather Part 2 has been on show. For some reason it's been on cable, and every time I walk in a room and change the channel, like I'll flip and it'll come on. My wife's
Right.
like, we got to watch it. So I've watched The Godfather 1 and 2, and here's the kicker. There is no more Godfather 3.
Why?
He in 2020 recut it and renamed it. So now it's called Coppola. So now it's called, so it's not just Godfather 3 with Joey Zaza. So
What's it called now?
it's called Mario Puzo's Godfather, Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone.
Is it good?
They cut out like
better?
they just shortened it by like fucking 3 minutes. It's the same fucking movie.
The Godfather Coda. Look at that.
Oh.
See, there you go.
Yep.
Just came out because I saw it and I was like, what is this? So I recorded it. Not, I was like, maybe it's something like a documentary type thing. I was like, oh, that's
Just
pretty-
Godfather 3.
I know.
yeah, like this is pretty. And then I looked at it, I was like, all they did was cut out the fucking scene in the church when he was getting his fucking
Battle.
award. That's it.
So George Hamilton is still the very tan George Hamilton
yes.
is
The
still
Yes.
worst casting ever.
and the incredibly bad acting of Coppola's daughter,
Sophia.
Sophia, and even Andy Garcia was fucking horrible in this. Like when he was when he was acting with Coppola's daughter, it was like watching fucking Padme and fucking Annie go at it. You're just like, this is horrible. Like this is terrible. It was so bad. I was just like, oh my god, this is so bad.
That's like, not
get
Garcia's fault.
No, but I'm just saying the scenes with her in it with him, it was just like
Weird, kind of creepy.
Yeah, but like even written fucking creepy.
Yeah.
And the way he delivered the lines, I'm just like, dude, that's just fucking creepy.
And it's his own daughter.
Yeah, like,
Ugh.
yeah, Dad, I don't want to do it, Dad. I would like to do it. And you're just like, oh, no, I miss all my cousins. I love all my cousins. I wish we grew up together. You're like, whatever, shut up.
Yeah, and their cousins too.
Yeah, just like, no, Dad, I want to be with him. It was fucking terrible.
Joey.
Zaza.
So anyway,
So Kong versus Godzilla. I watched it. It would be great if there was less people in it.
Yeah.
and less subtitles. What was with the deaf thing? Like I don't like,
What's with the deaf?
why couldn't they just talk? Like, what was the point of it?
Why couldn't that deaf girl just talk like everybody?
Right. Like I didn't. It was bad enough, and then I had to start
Well,
reading.
it's to show that she taught Kong sign language.
Whatever. Like you could still teach him fucking sign language and talk. You don't have to be deaf to know sign language.
Well, the thing is, King Kong is on that boat, right?
Right.
Like he's he's bigger than that fucking boat.
Yeah, that boat's sinking.
It's like, how is that boat staying up?
Yeah,
With
he should be.
Kong's-
He should have wrote it like a fucking like a boogie board. Like
Totally. Yep.
Her stand-up paddleboard.
yeah, he should have just had
Plus-
a big oar.
Let's face it, Kong is no match. Kong is no match for Godzilla.
No.
Yeah, because Godzilla can swim.
Yeah, Godzilla can swim. It's got the radioactive breath.
Yeah.
Totally.
And he's super strong. Kong had to get that magic axe. He had to get his own Stormbreaker to fight Godzilla. And but my favorite part is when when Godzilla and Kong combined forces to fight Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, that was great. You know what they should have had in this is like Kong making like an axe out of like radioactive like coconuts, like old school. So they were huge coconuts, and he had to make an axe out of them. Like that would have been cool.
But my favorite part in it was like
he just hit.
It's like
hit Godzilla in the head with a big coconut.
Godzilla could have made roasted coconuts, and they
Could you imagine?
could have had a nice lunch.
Could you imagine like feeding Godzilla, like if he ate like everything else that apes eat, like bananas and shit like that, and trees? Like,
Godzilla's
you
not
gotta
an ape.
like, or gorilla, but still,
Kong is a gorilla.
You're. Oh yeah, that's what I mean, Kong. So you're like those are super little bananas. Like you're not gonna fill him up. Could you imagine? You're like you got to peel all those just to give him like
a big smoothie.
Yeah,
Give him a big smoothie. That's it.
You know, the fucking dude doing sign language. He's like, "Fuck you, man! It takes a lot."
More bananas.
Come on, I want to go home.
Yeah, fucking go home. Jerk off. Fuck you.
You remember Project X? I don't want to fly those planes.
But
I was like, I got to get something more to eat.
well, when they're fighting Mechagodzilla, and then Godzilla is pinned down, and he shoots his radioactive breath at the axe that Kong is holding to power the axe up. because the axe can like
Oh, God,
absorb
that's right.
energy.
Shouldn't it have melted the axe? Like,
No,
shouldn't the axe have been a toothpick after that?
no, the axe acts like
I know what it acts like, but
acts like a Black Panther suit.
but
Where, where it gets,
Aren't they both from the same power source? Like it's all from the same power source, right?
yeah.
That's the power source triggered Godzilla to breathe downwards.
And
That was weird. He also shot his laser up into his blue laser up into the sky.
the
Oh,
blue,
Jim.
the blue beam in the sky.
Another blue- yeah.
and we're done.
So
That's
the
shit.
people portion of it is like completely ridiculous. It makes no sense
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah, the filler, Hollow Earth. I mean, come on,
It
Hollow
looked
Earth.
cool, but it was dumb.
Where's the light coming from in Hollow Earth?
I know.
Right.
It has a skyline.
The LEDs.
Oh, I forgot. They must have ordered them on Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Godzilla powers him.
It was on the last episode of Earth flipping.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah.
And they absolutely fucking destroy Hong Kong.
Oh, that part was great. Just the
Yeah.
whole
It was
destruction.
fucking
That's what we need.
crazy.
That's a traditional
Hong Kong-
Godzilla.
I just don't understand how Godzilla knew that company was making Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Not,
through the Godzilla grapevine.
don't try to make sense of it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he was attacking that company's buildings is because they were building Mechagodzilla in there.
Yeah, whatever signal or whatever signal they were sending off, that's when he would go there.
Right. That's why they were all strange. Why is Godzilla attacking people? I don't know. He's a big dumb reptile.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't
It's like
reason
more
with them.
destruction than Man of Steel.
You can't reason with them. It's not like you can sit down and have a chat.
Why do planes keep flying close to Godzilla and King Kong? Like they can fire their missiles from further away.
Right.
Why do they have to fly right up close so they can get swatted?
Good question. Yeah.
That's
Just
why
want to
that,
that last
that's
view
why-
before he gets smashed.
that's why I didn't get like in Pacific Rim, the one Jaeger, the Australian one, has a chest that opens up and it fires a bunch of missiles.
Mhm.
And I say, why can't planes fire those missiles? Why do you need a giant robot for that?
Right.
But I like what Colbert said about Pacific Rim, that when they're building robots to fight giant monsters, but they're building them exactly the same size as the giant monsters. And
I
I'm-
know they could have doubled the size.
Yeah.
It's true.
Strategic.
It's got to be a fair fight.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah. So there you go. That's
All
King Kong versus Godzilla. We apologize
Yes. Quick
if you haven't seen
It's
it.
fun.
It's a
Yeah.
must.
quick mention about Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm feeling it less and less as it goes on. It's like I thought the story would heat up more. I mean, episode 4 was pretty good. But
Definitely good action in episode 4.
Which one was episode 4? How did it end?
where Captain America kills that dude.
Oh yeah. Is there an episode 5 already?
No,
No.
that's this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It ended with him like standing up with the bloody shield.
Right.
That scene was great. I thought that was like, that's like a perfect comic book still.
I was just gonna say very comic booky with the fucking blood on the thing. Just
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Especially like shot from below the way it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, and everyone with their phones aimed at him.
Right. And this is the first time Falcon had a suit in 2 episodes?
Yeah.
Where's that thing been? In his pocket? Stored away in a
dude,
bush somewhere?
They gotta save the special effects budget for only certain episodes.
Right. So he don't have Baby Bird anymore, right?
No, that got wrecked in the
Yeah,
first
Baby Bird
episode.
Right.
I like the Dora Milaje when they knock off Bucky's arm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was great.
And he goes, "Oh, I didn't know they could do that." Well, they're not stupid. You know,
Right.
they're not going to build a failsafe into your thing.
And a spear impaled, or actually just stopped Captain America because it went through the loop on his shield
I
and on
know.
his outfit.
I thought that was a cool move. How it pinned his arm in there.
Definitely a cool move, but how he couldn't just go to the end of the spear.
No.
Just-
But here's the thing. They also like in his face did that the one Dora Milaje did the kick and the grab of the shield,
right?
kicked it up off the floor
Yes, that's right.
in that one
Right.
that Captain America move
Yep.
right in front of him. It's like in your face, dude.
They should have took the shield.
It's
Yeah.
vibranium, even though it didn't come. You know,
Well, of course it came from.
it probably came from Wakanda.
Yeah, well, Captain America's out of jurisdiction. They could have taken it.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I'm Captain America. No, you're not. We're taking it.
and when Captain, you have no jurisdiction here. The Dora Milaje have jurisdiction everywhere the Dora Milaje happen to be. It'll go. That's my
No.
Wakandan accent.
Oh, did you watch it?
No,
Did you watch-
I keep forgetting to watch. I'm 2 episodes in.
Oh,
okay.
Well, you're not missing anything.
I like
Couple whiny-
Baron Zemo though.
Couple whiny bitches running around Europe. Fair enough. You know,
The new
trying to.
Captain America is like weird looking.
Yeah. That's
You
that's
know
Joel. That's Joel from IT.
that's Kurt Russell's son. Kurt Russell and Goldie
Yeah.
Hawn's son.
So did I hear that right? That he's like getting death threats.
Yeah, I know. It's
For
ridiculous.
for an actor being
Yeah,
someone like that's insane.
I know it is. It's like people. One, he's acting.
Yes.
John Walker is not a real person, and I hate to break it to everybody, but
What?
Captain Steve
Are you sure?
Rogers. Steve
serious?
Rogers was not a real person either.
You're
Also
kidding me.
not real.
Also, not a real person.
Hey, fuck you guys. That guy, they are real.
Well, the people who are giving him death threats are never going to leave their mother's basement anyway. So it's not like
You might have interviewed them already.
yeah.
You guys might have already talked to them.
But,
You're a dead
yeah.
man to me. You're dead to me. You're not Captain America. He's the best ever. Ma!
I'm allergic to peanut butter. Get it out of here.
Ma, I told you to cut the crust off my sandwich. I'm sending death threats. Told you not to bother me.
It's lasagna night. Put it in the oven.
I'm sending death threats.
I'm sending death threats.
To a fake Captain America.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
anyway.
just think
you,
after-
you knew that
after
dude
Christmas.
was going to snap.
right. Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
But no. Carl didn't see this episode yet.
Okay.
These last 2.
Spoiler alert, Carl.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zemo is the most interesting out of the
Yeah.
whole fucking
It's
field.
the only character I really like in this.
And I like the turn on what's her name? The fucking
Agent 13?
Carter. What's her name? Sarah.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Agent
Sarah? Yeah,
13.
whatever.
Sarah Carter.
Yeah.
I like the that she's in the.
Do you think she's the power broker?
I don't know.
Ooh. Yeah.
That would be
good
cool.
thinking. Maybe.
Well, the thing is, they gotta at some point tell you who the power broker is, and
Right.
she seems to have some sort of network of stuff going on. She's accessing
Right.
satellites. She's got staff.
Right.
And they're and she wants the pardon to come back into the States. Man, maybe
Well,
maybe
where's
do some more.
can't fucking Fury and the Green Guys come down and save her? Can't they zoop her up to?
We don't know where Fury and the Green Guys are.
They're in the over. They're
over
way
Pleasantville. They're right
Yeah.
over Pleasantville.
They're yeah. Anyway,
All right. Well, we might as well start talking about The Empire Strikes Back. Boom, boom. That's our opening.
I was going to say that's what you're going to go with, Jim. That's your opener.
Yeah, that's the opener.
Okay.
So,
All right. So again,
yeah,
because of Lucas, I got a lot of fucking problems with this movie.
Oh,
I have some notes.
one is answered though. I know one note you have.
What?
But we'll get
How
there.
do you know?
Go ahead.
So after,
Because
yeah, go ahead.
the AT-ATs park really far away.
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
Yet another movie
Yep.
where
It's answered in the movie. He kills the first general because he got
because
out of
he
light
gets
speed
too close.
Yeah, he said he was too close to the system,
Right, but they still parked. Wait,
but the walkers were far away.
Took
And
like
what-
6 hours to get there.
not one TIE fighter. They couldn't have fucking winterized.
Well, the
one-
thing is, like Luke gets this is supposed to take place 3 years after Star Wars.
Right.
So Luke, they're on their new the Rebels' new base on the snow planet, and they're riding the Tauntauns because the snow speeders don't work
Right.
yet. And Luke gets smacked in the face by Wampa.
Right.
And
Hey, you know what worked the whole time before all that?
what?
X-wings.
Yeah,
They
that's
had
what.
no problem
That's my
fucking taking
point.
off.
That's
Yeah.
my point. What? Oh, let's go out on Tauntauns to look for Luke. How about those X-wings? They seem to be working perfectly.
We got the X-wings gassed up. Anybody? Nah.
Yeah.
Let's wait till someone's frozen.
Yeah. Why take an X-wing?
We got to conserve gas for later.
It's like, yeah. I said that too. I said,
Anybody look behind
those
us?
X-wings. You're standing right next to him.
Yeah, see,
You're standing right next to him.
R2 in it. Wait, he's in it right now, sir. Like your droid. Look up there, sir. Your droid. He's whistling at you.
No, they got to
All the
warm up for a
pilots are in
few hours.
happy hour.
It's like, get in.
Where's Wedge? He's like scratching his ass somewhere.
Yeah.
Hop in the X-wing. Go look for your red leader.
Yeah, have at it. I don't know what to tell you. The codes on these speeders aren't. All right, well, a Y-wing. It doesn't even need to be an X-wing. You can take a Y-wing. I'm sure a couple of them sitting there.
Yeah, Y-wing, A-wing, B-wing. Just get one of them out
Grab
there.
a wing.
All the
They don't have
pilots
their-
are drunk at
Yeah, they
happy
don't-
hour.
Yeah.
They don't have their winter wings. We can't take them out yet.
Right. we iced the wings. They should be good.
But they
Yeah,
can fly up in space.
Right.
But-
So anyway,
So-
so they go out on Tauntaun.
Well, before that, the probe droid
Right.
lands there, right?
Imperial probe.
And I noticed something. What are the probe droid's arms for? Like it's got those hanging arms for what exactly?
It looks cool.
Yeah.
Marshmallows,
It's
campfires.
not going to be what's it picking up? What's it manipulating? Well, it's only there to take pictures of things and send them back
Well, maybe they're sensors.
with claws on the end.
Maybe the claws are super sensitive sensors
Okay.
or antennae to transmit.
It has antenna. It had those two antenna that
Yeah,
went up.
but what if they have to transmit something really far away? Maybe he flips upside down and puts his feet in the air. Hey man, I didn't write this fucking thing.
Yeah, because it doesn't have to walk. It levitates.
Right.
I love
And
the
the
probe
stabby one
droids.
from Star Wars didn't have any legs.
Yeah, exactly. That
Yeah, the truth serum.
the truth
Robot.
serum droid.
Right.
That seemed to be fine.
And why couldn't Darth Vader just carry that needle himself? Like, why did a droid have to do it? Like, couldn't one of the many stormtroopers hold that in their
Just
hand? Just like,
It was more than just the It was more than just the
The
serum.
needle.
What was it? Then what was it? It was
It's all sorts of other stuff, like space stuff.
okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Space stuff.
Yeah, it's got space stuff. It's got like
Cameras and whatnot. And,
There's all
and
sorts of
it's-
shit on that thing.
yeah, and it's got that fancy light that goes around and around. And
yeah. So maybe it had a
You don't
camera on
understand
it.
the technology.
Yeah, that is true.
That's true. It
So
could be
yeah,
just space technology.
and you're just making stormtroopers that much more useless. Just like
And when Han Solo tells the general, I got to get out of here because there's a
bounty on my head.
bounty on my head, and the general goes, "Yeah, death mark's not an easy thing to live with." You think?
Why? What happened to all the money from the first one?
He just never got around to going back and
he
paying
still
Jabba.
has
Yeah,
it.
but then it should be on the Falcon. So like
It is.
Chewie could have just went and be like, "Here, dude, here's your fucking money. Give me a hand. What's wrong with you? How hard is it?"
Okay, speaking of Chewie, the byplay between Princess Leia and Han Solo,
Mm-hmm.
and when he starts saying, "You could use a good kiss,"
Right.
and she goes like, "I just as soon kiss a Wookiee." Fucking Chewbacca, what if he heard that?
Yeah.
She fucks him in the.
It's bad enough.
She messes
She
him
didn't
up.
give him a medal.
She
Yeah,
doesn't
the
like
first
him.
movie.
Yep.
She is
Calls her a
definitely-
walking carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
It's like Chewbacca. You just see Chewbacca and his fucking head droops down. It's like,
Chewbacca could,
wah, wah.
Chewbacca could like go on a mad rage and just kill everybody there.
It's like,
You know what I mean? Like,
And by the end,
You go
Han
rabid.
Solo says, "You have to
you know,
take care of
and
the prince."
yeah,
she
just-
go, I just as soon kiss a Wookiee, and Chewbacca, I'm just as God made me.
yeah, just as God made me. It would have been funny if he just ripped her arm off.
Yeah, it's like,
How about
Yeah,
that?
everyone
how
loses
many,
arms.
how
Why
many
not her?
cracks he gonna make?
Yeah, how about that, Leia? Look, you need this. Go talk to Luke. It's gonna happen to him too. Go get your droid to give you a new arm.
And
So
and-
Luke is hanging in there,
Okay.
right? And he reaches up and calls the lightsaber to him.
Right.
And then he seems to cut his toes off.
Right.
And
Yeah, kinda.
Right.
Because he just sticks the lightsaber up there. And it's like, dude, how did you miss your feet?
So here's what I don't understand. He cuts the snow beast arm off,
Yeah.
and
Wampa.
yeah, the Wampa's writhing in pain, going back and forth. Why didn't he just take his head off and stay in the cave and
Right.
not go into the elements
Right. Exactly.
and
Yeah, I know.
like
It's,
eat the thing?
Leave it.
Like he had food, he left a food source and shelter. Like he just left it. He had a lightsaber and a blaster.
You know, Wampa's got like a Brita filter too. Like,
Yeah,
water.
Yeah, he's got to have water in there somewhere.
water's all
Or
over
Luke-
the
Luke-
place.
yeah,
Put
Luke
your
could just melt it
lightsaber
with
up
his
and just
lightsaber.
fucking open your mouth and water start dripping down. You left food, water, and shelter.
He's the chosen one. So yeah.
He is the
So-
dumbest Jedi ever.
So he runs out in the snow, and Obi-Wan appears like a ghost, and he's you will go to the Dagobah system. Yet in like Jedi, he just sidles up and sits on the fucking log with him and talks to him normally. Like, why couldn't he just talk to him normally?
Right.
Right.
While he's
What's with
dying
the-
and just about to be frozen.
Yeah.
yeah.
It would have been funny if like he walked up to him and like kicked him. Luke, get up.
Why did you leave that cave?
Yeah, why'd you leave that cave, you
No,
idiot?
there's food, there's water. All you gotta do is put your lightsaber up, melt everything. You could slice it. You could cook the guy right there with your lightsaber. This is a multi-tool.
Speaking of that,
So
why are lightsabers not in use generally across the galaxy because they seem to be an excellent tool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The power source lasts for a good long time. They're extremely portable and they cut through anything. How is that not used in the industry?
Limited quantities.
It must be because the Empire stole all those kyber crystals.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. They blew up the whole planet with the kyber crystals.
Well, yeah. Yeah. They're like, well,
people could have had a thriving lightsaber business.
So I'm thinking about
There's a
starting
good joke
lightsaber.
in the last. Well, there's a good joke in the last Hitchhiker's Guide
Oh yeah.
where he busts out a piece of bread and a little lightsaber and cuts it and it toasts it at the same time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about opening a lightsaber store on Jeddah. Oh, yeah. Well, the kyber crystals are right there. Guess we're out of business.
Oh, I just realized what
they just fucked us.
that probe droid's arms are for.
What for?
Tickling?
To keep picking up the O-rings
Oh,
that it keeps dropping.
oh my god! Look, sir, droids. You think?
Yeah. It can pick up its own O-ring. Therefore, no one knows it's there.
So, Luke foolishly leaves shelter, food, and water to bear the elements of a Hoth fucking planet of death and destruction.
So when those dudes come to say we need to close the doors, that one dude looks just like Cliff Clavin.
I think it is him.
It does.
Is it that? Is that
does look
him?
like him.
I'm pretty sure it is him.
Nah, really? Oh,
I've heard
Cliffy's
it
in it?
before.
Hey, Norm, we got to close the doors there, Norm.
Hey, Nami.
Hey, Nami, we got to close these doors there, Nami.
Oh,
Yeah, look it up, Carl, because
look
when I saw it, I said, man, that looks just like Cliff Clavin.
You know, he
Sure,
was also in, Cliff Clavin was also in a Hallmark movie.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He played like the mayor or something, right?
John Ratzenberger played Cliff.
That was him.
Played Cliff Clavin in The Empire Strikes Back. No. No,
You found
he
it?
played. Yeah, he played Major Bren Derlin in The Empire Strikes Back.
Wow. Now I got to watch it.
Wow. Now, okay.
Yeah,
I was right then.
Yeah.
No wonder he looks like him because he was
It
him.
is him.
I for sure did not think that was him. When I saw it, I was like, "That looks like Cliff, but it's not him. It can't be him. Why would that guy
that's
be in
what
this
I
movie?"
I think it's
How would you
just
be
pre-Cheers too. Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Before Cheers came out, so he looks
Yeah.
the same.
Now, when
Good catch.
what's his face goes, Han Solo finds Luke, cuts open the tauntaun, shoves him in there until he gets the shelter built, and then the snow speeders come and find him the next morning.
Repeat.
Uh,
I found it.
Rogue 2.
Yeah, Rogue 2. That's right.
I like that guy. I like Rogue too.
Yeah. Well, he buys it later though. So, then they start hearing the probe droid, right? And Han Solo goes out after the probe droid with Chewbacca. And they're both hiding behind like snowdrifts. And then Chewbacca stands up and goes, ah, at the probe droid
Yeah.
to draw its fire. Then the probe droid fires at Chewbacca, but nowhere near where Chewbacca was.
Well, the probe droids are what teach stormtroopers how to fight.
Had to shoot
So,
because it must have shot at least 5 feet to the left
right,
of Chewbacca.
right.
I couldn't believe it when I saw it again.
Han
I'm saying,
Solo shoots it,
man, that wasn't even close.
and then Han Solo shoots it twice, and it blows up. And he said, "I didn't hit it pretty hard. If you get shot with a blaster, that's hard. That's hard enough. Isn't that how it works?"
Yeah, but I think he meant it wouldn't have exploded in a million pieces.
Oh,
Self-destructed.
yeah.
It self-destructed.
You know, I don't know space stuff like Carl does, but
Yeah, I know. Knows space technology more than we do.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm as knowledgeable as Carl is
Okay.
with space stuff, but I've seen the movie enough to know if they shoot you with one of these laser guns and you get shot, you're gonna die. Like,
And is there like a setting on the gun to go harder or softer?
well, they're set for stun,
Yeah,
Which
they
they
have
only-
a stun
which-
setting.
which they only showed in one movie.
Yeah, when they shot Princess Leia
When they shot her with the blue hula hoop.
with the blue ring.
Bunch of circles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
For the
fired
kids.
Yeah, they fired the blue hula hoop at her. And
So the probe droid sent out the message, and then we see all the Star Destroyers flying around and the TIE fighters. And I was going, why are TIE fighters flying so close to each other?
not only that, why are they flying?
There's a lot of mail. A lot of mail has to go between those Star Destroyers.
It's like intercompany mail.
There was no reason for
Inter-office mail.
Yeah.
There was no reason for TIE fighters to be out. There was no battles going on. Like,
What? But they fly close to each other. They fly close to the Star Destroyers.
Yeah.
The Star Destroyers fly close to each other. It's like, why would you be that close to each other?
And the Star Destroyers are
Empire-
flying in opposite directions.
the
Yeah.
the only pilot worth his weight in that whole movie was Vader's main ship pilot. Kept that thing straight and sturdy and away from everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm not flying around that.
Yeah, like that was it.
Like who's directing traffic?
Yeah,
It's
like
like-
it looked like fucking like Bangkok in the fucking 70s. There's fucking motorcycles driving all over the place. Not a fucking no one's paying attention to anybody. That's what it looked like.
So
I was waiting for fucking Anthony Bourdain to come out and talk about whatever space fucking soup they were making.
space soup.
Yeah, we're gonna go to this space vendor over here and grab some
We
street.
got some Wampa stew.
Yeah,
here.
some Wampa
It's quite
stew.
delicious. Luke could have been eating
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Wampa here is it's a delicacy.
With a side of tauntaun.
Yeah,
So, whatchamacallit, Admiral Ozzel says, well, I don't think the probe droid information is that good. And Darth Vader says, no, it's good.
yeah. Do you see that huge thing on a planet that shouldn't have any fucking?
It shouldn't have that
Any-
use thing. Now, I don't know space stuff,
Yeah, I don't know space stuff like Carl.
Carl, but that I don't think that should be there.
I don't think Wampas are fucking building that.
Watched
That
it
look-
today, and Ozzel says, well, there's plenty of unrecorded outposts around the galaxy.
Right.
Would
Why
a
would
giant
anyone
generator
shoot-
like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty dumb.
This has a power generator that is suspicious. Oh, so you want us to check out anything that's suspicious?
Oh.
Ozzel deserved to get choked out.
Well,
Did you see Ozzel's look that he gave
Yeah, I love that.
Veers, whatever they do?
Yeah.
He fucking gave him that fucking
love
cold look.
all I know is Vader killed more people and promoted more people in this movie than any other fucking movie.
That's true.
Was that guy left for dead, laying there the whole time until Vader actually got there? Because it seemed like when he arrived, that's when they decided to haul that guy away.
Well,
No, he waited for Veers to call over the guys to haul him away.
yeah. When
Okay.
he killed Captain
He
Nita.
waves Captain after they killed Captain Nita later. He waves the guys over to come take
Oh,
Captain
okay.
Nita away.
And if you, I don't know if anybody noticed, but when they were lifting him, Captain Nita helped them.
Helped them lift him up.
I did not notice that.
Oh yeah, I was just like, well, his legs are still working. for a dead man, he got up pretty quick. And then they dragged him, and they're like, "Come on, man, go limp." Oh, sorry.
Oops.
So I don't know whether it was for the special edition, but I noticed the one where Vader is talking to the three captains on the three holograms,
Right.
and you see right before the scene the asteroid hit the Star Destroyer.
Right, and one of
The
them
one guy
just
fuzzes
disappear.
out.
Yeah, just disappears.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, if you watch it again, the guy all the way on the left will he puts up his hands like and fuzzes it out.
Yeah, because he was saying, he was like, "Oh, this is the damage we sustain. They have to be dead." And he's like, "No, keep looking. They're alive." And right when he said that, it was just like and phased out. Yeah,
yeah, because it happens right after you see that big asteroid hit the bridge
Yeah.
of
That's
the
great.
Star Destroyer.
It's like Saturday Night Live special effects.
So it turns out Admiral Ozzel fucks up, and they have to start a landing. And the dude from
Last Crusade.
Last Crusade, who chose poorly,
Yeah.
goes down to do a ground assault, and the rebels start to evacuate and shit.
It's because they had 6 hours to get out of there.
Yeah, and Princess Leia is, briefing the pilots and saying, okay, there'll be 2 pilots per transport, and one pilot mouths off to her. What? Two fighters against a Star Destroyer? And she said, "Oh, the Iron Cannon's going to fire a couple of shots, douchebag." Now, here's the thing. That ion cannon is pretty damn good. Why was it never used
Really
before or
effective.
since?
why wasn't
Yeah.
it used when they had the ground assault? Because their stupid blasters couldn't fucking do shit to
I
Imperial
know.
walkers. Just
Why
point
not-
that fucking thing down.
Yeah.
Get rid of the 3 of them that were there.
Yeah.
And why did they only send 3?
I don't know.
They sent
There were
3.
a lot of Star Destroyers. I'm sure they had a few more.
That's and then they sent the little guy, the little jumper.
Right.
Yeah.
They sent 3 in a jumper. They were like, well,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that hard. Just send 3.
ATST.
So the snow speeders are flying around. Again, why not X-Wings?
Right. And
I'm sure the X-Wings armaments are more powerful than those snow speeders.
right. And
X-Wings don't have a harpoon in the back.
yeah, and
But their blasters could have blown up those things.
yes.
Well, yeah, not until they're face first into the ground.
Yeah.
And that's
You
when you're
hit
able to
them
shoot
in the
them on.
back of the neck.
All right.
Yeah.
So they couldn't fly and then come down,
I know, come down and hit
down
the
an angle and shoot them.
Yeah, and then come straight down at them.
Yeah. Like there was
The pilots aren't trained that way.
and how fucking how strong were those fucking cables? I don't care how many times you're wrapping something.
I know.
You're not they would have snapped that thing. Like, come on, that little cable, they would have had to go around 35 times.
But he had to have maybe 100 foot of cable on his
Yeah.
ship, right? And a
Yeah.
pulley.
Well, the thing
At
is,
least 100.
why would a snow speeder have that much cable?
Why do they have a harpoon at all?
Yeah.
Well, they
Why do
said
they have
tow
cable
cables.
at all?
Well, they said tow cable, so I can understand. Okay, you might want to tow something with it, but you wouldn't have that much of a reel of cable on those tiny snow speeders.
Right.
There's a lot of cable.
One more
definitely wasn't a lot of
pass.
cable, man.
30 more passes. It's going to snap the cable.
And why'd they put the worst gunner on Luke's ship?
Dak.
Oh.
Poor stupid Dak.
Poor Dak.
Yep.
I feel like I could take on the whole empire myself. It's going to be
He
a great
doesn't just,
Yes, it's like-
he doesn't just get shot, he also gets stomped.
Yeah.
yeah, he got crushed. Luke left him in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the amount of time it took for that foot to come down, Luke could have cooked lunch, killed another wampa. Like, come on. He had plenty of time to get Dax out of there. Like, what was he doing?
Poor Dak.
Or Dak, or whatever the fuck his name is. Like,
So they all, everyone gets away, and the Millennium Falcon, Han Solo has to take Leia on the Millennium Falcon because the Carter explodes, and he it's in a state of disrepair. And he flies up, and he's flying around these Star Destroyers, and he pulls this smooth move where he almost causes like 3 Star Destroyers to crash into each other.
So cool.
Again, I understand the pilot of the Star Destroyer maybe concentrating a little on that tiny little ship, but doesn't he see the other giant fucking Star Destroyer coming right at him?
And here's something crazy. Where the fuck were all the TIE fighters then?
Yeah, they were busy delivering the mail.
Maybe launch 1 or 2. You had them in the other scene. You had them in the other scene going crazy when there was no one there. But when we have to catch a small ship, using the TIE fighters for what they're meant for. Now,
union break.
Yeah. It was like, it's not in my contract.
Yeah. That's one of the coolest shots in all of Star Wars, though.
Okay.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yeah, it does look cool. I'm
great.
just saying the Star Destroyer pilots are terrible pilots that they don't notice other Star Destroyers near them.
It should definitely be.
Well, they didn't have. Yeah, in the simulators, they didn't have that kind of information.
That scenario didn't come up.
Sir,
Yeah.
what if a small rogue type ship starts weaving in and out of us? What do we do then? You stay the course, mister.
It'll never happen.
It'll never happen. No.
You just fly straight at another
just
Star
fly
Destroyer.
and it's funny because like they just like brace yourself for immediate, maneuvers. And like everybody fell.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody fell to the ground, and they didn't maneuver like at all.
They really didn't maneuver at all.
But everybody fell.
Yeah. It wasn't like someone made an immediate right turn or something.
Like, and at what point does someone say, brace myself to what?
Yes, and that's the end of part 1 of our revisit of Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Very long title. You can leave us an email at destroymail@gmail.com or go to damshow, I shouldn't say and go to damshow.co, DAMSHOW. That's our homepage where you can use our Patreon link, support the show, and get access to our back catalog of episodes. Lots of them there. You could also use the Amazon link. If you click through that and order at Amazon, you don't pay an extra cent, but we get a little piece of the sale. You can support us without paying for anything. Another way to support us without paying anything is to go to Apple Podcast and leave a rating and review. That helps us in the rankings. So until part 2 next week, may the Force be with you. That was pretty corny.
You like TV? I like TV.
I do like TV.
I watch TV. And today we're going to destroy TV.
Okay.
That's right, kids. Destroy All Movies has another little fun podcast. Destroy All TV.
Coming at
Destroy
you
All
from
Television.
Damn Junior Podcasting.
Could be classic TV. Could be new TV. You never know. You never know what we're going to throw at you.
Mostly,
So if you like-
mostly classic TV, especially
but if you-
bad classic TV, which is almost all of classic
Right.
television.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
For real.
Destroy All Television. Damn show.
Yes, kids, destroy all television. Get it at damshow.co, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and everywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts.